such a wonderful attendance. I hope you all leave not being bored by me. It's a time, I think, one of the most appearance in Pakistan history, which we all call it a defining moment. But before I go on to the present political crisis and democracy, I just want to give you a brief introduction how someone like me decided to come into politics. Because, any human being who wants to be part of a human community has to be political. Aristotle said something almost 2,500 years ago, that if there's injustice in a society, every citizen will go into politics, except two types. One, the materialist and the ones who are selfish, and the second, who are timid, cowards, scared to take on the vested interest. I was the one who always felt that I was never meant for politics. I was, never really could make speeches in public and was always shy. When I first became the captain of the Pakistan team, I told the manager to give the speech for me to the team. I couldn't talk directly to them. So I never thought I would ever come into politics. Once I left cricket, I was involved in building the hospital, which is, as mentioned, Shaukat Khan Cancer Hospital. It's the only cancer hospital in Pakistan. I never still thought I would ever get into politics. So why I decided to come into politics was that while I was collecting money to build this hospital, I found that the people who I'd been to school where all the rich families sent their children to, I found, when I thought of the hospital, I thought these are the people I will go and collect the money from. And when I went to collect money from the richest people in Pakistan, I got a lot of encouragement, but no money. And in the end, of course, I did collect certain amounts of money running around doing events, coming here to England, all over the world. Wherever there were Pakistanis, I would collect money. But when to open the hospital finally, and of course in between we won the World Cup, and when we won the World Cup, we had a lot of people, euphoric that Pakistan had won, so they gave me lots of money. But in the end, I ran out of steam, and I needed $4 million to open the hospital. This is the end of '94. The hospital was to open on the 29th December '94. And so a few months earlier, we still needed $4 million to pay the various bills, and we had the staff already, doctors in place. And wherever I went, people would just look at me and they would hide, because they thought, here he's come to ask for money again. And so eventually, I decided that the only way, I was desperate, so the only way I thought I could collect money was that I got into this Jeep with a box at the back and started a 6-week tour from one side of Pakistan right to the other end. So in 6 weeks I covered